Good morning. Good morning. Isn't this weather marvelous? I'm David Steele Figueredo, President of Woodbury University. It is my pleasure to welcome you to today's 135th graduation ceremonies. 135 years. Now, singing our national anthem will be Miss Lubna Abneding, a senior in animation graduating with a Bachelor.
We watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Thank you.
Thank you, Lubna, for that beautiful rendition of our national anthem. I would now like to invite Ms. Tracy Johnson to the podium to give the invocation. Please remain standing.
Good morning. I respect the works of Dr. Maya Angelou. Her words often reflect the thoughts I find meaningful and relevant to share. She said, "You are the sum total of everything you've ever seen, heard, eaten, been told, smelled, or forgot. It's all there. Everything influences each of us. And because of that, I try to make sure that my experiences are positive." It is this quote that I used for guidance and inspiration for today's prayer. Dear God, I pray that you cover these students with blessings as they reach the end of this chapter of their Woodbury journey. This journey has been designed to be transformational and to get you ready to live your best life. I pray that you continue to be your true self and continue to build upon your God given talents, to be confident in who you are, knowing that our Creator designed each of us wonderfully and uniquely. Be beautifully yourself with the intention to share the best parts of yourself so that everything you touch is a little better because of you. Each of us makes a difference in this world. Let your talent, whether it be that special smile that lights up a room or the potential you have to create the next technology or design that changes the way we interact with the world, may positive experiences be bestowed upon you. I will close with Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, and plans to give you hope and a future. Amen.
Please thank Tracy again for that lovely message. You can now be seated. Now I would like to introduce the stage party. Mr. Fritz Coleman, today's graduation speaker. Mr. Greg Lippy, Chairman of the Board of Trustees. Ms. Maria Miranian, Vice Chair of the Board of Trustees. Members of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Matthew Roman, Ms. Dulari Amin, Dr. Zelda Gilbert, Ms. Claire Thompson, Ms. Karen Locke, Mr. Ronald Altoon, Mr. David Coomer, and Mr. Ed Spiegel. Mr. Randy Stoffer, Senior Vice President, Academic Affairs, Ms. Rita Gatton, Associate Vice President, Academic Affairs, Ms. Tracy Johnson, Dean, Student Affairs, Ms. Ingelo Walrus Ritter, Dean of the School of Architecture, Dr. Joan Marquez, Dean of the School of Business, Ms. Sue Vasella, Dean of the School of Media, Culture, and Design, and Dr. Reuben Ellis, Interim Dean of the College of Liberal Arts. To the class of 2019, it is my pleasure to welcome you to this wonderful ceremony. I congratulate you on this major accomplishment in your life. I also extend congratulations to your family and friends who have supported you along the way and are here today to witness this event. I truly understand the pride and joy that you're now feeling. Without saying too much more, let's begin today's program. It is my pleasure to call Mr. Randy Stoffer up to the podium to introduce the student speaker for the class of 2019.
Good morning. It is my pleasure to introduce the student speaker of the class of 2019. Woodbury is proud to serve our local, national, and global communities by educating the next generation of civic and professional leaders and change agents. Our student speaker this morning is Ms. Madeline Andrew, an interdisciplinary studies major. Please join me in welcoming Madeline to the stage.
Hello, everyone. I thought I hated school. Okay, maybe hate is a strong word. I thought school wasn't for me. I thought there was a cookie cutter type of person you had to be to thrive in an educational system, especially in a university setting. I thought I didn't have the type of motivation it took to fuel myself to complete a degree. I thought schools didn't offer programs and things I wanted to study or taught in ways I found interesting. I guess it's safe to say that I thought wrong. Here I stand, moments from completing my time as a student in a place that allowed me to become so much more. Woodbury hasn't just treated me as a student. Here I have been a professional, an educator, an innovator, a bridge builder, and a creator. Here I have been given the opportunity and the tools to pave my own educational path. Woodbury has provided me with instructors willing to find out what motivates me and allowed me to use that to drive my own way to success. The resources offered here have exposed me to a variety of topics, ideas, and methods to accomplish my goals. The transdisciplinarity of Woodbury's programs speak to the diverse environment this school has created to show students how to think outside of the box and learn skills from other disciplines to develop their education. Woodbury enables students to thrive outside of its campus as well, with an abundance of internship opportunities and well-connected educators that can help you get where you need to be. The ability to learn in a hands-on way what areas interest you and what careers are available to you before you even graduate is an incredible privilege. I myself was able to experience what working in the real world is like through an internship opportunity at Paramount Studios, and then I had the ability to create an educational path based off of that experience. I put real world in quotations, which seems silly considering this school has given me more experience in the world than I believe I could find trying to educate myself on my own. I have been fortunate enough to experience the privilege not only of attending a university, but attending one that has cared about my success in a way I had not previously experienced. Professors within my major and from other departments have been quintessential in the guidance I needed during my time here, which further speaks to the transdisciplinarity of this institution. I should know. As an interdisciplinary major, I have spent my time learning how to blend multiple disciplines and topics together to achieve my goals. My mentors here have helped me to craft an hour-long TV script, yes, all 60 pages, along with a Bible to describe each episode of the season and how the series ends, while also preparing me for a professional pitch, which I use to pitch my show to them as my final project. So if anyone in the audience here is interested in purchasing a script and wants to schedule a meeting with me, I will be available afterwards. As someone who often struggles making decisions, I cannot say thank you enough for the support I have had here and the patience they have offered me when detailing my options and allowing me to choose what is best for me, particularly to Professor McConnell and Professor Mayhew, who have helped to direct me these past few years. For many of us, going to college is our first time having the autonomy to make decisions for our education and ourselves, which can be extremely overwhelming. Having advisors that allow you to choose what you want to do and help guide you to the best option is really something special. This special quality extends itself outside of the academic realm as well, as I cannot tell you how many times I have had different professors actually checking in with me to see how I'm doing outside of school. As someone who has worked a full-time job while also attending school full-time, as a number of us here have, it becomes easy to get overwhelmed and burnt out. The kindness and compassion that comes from our professors, simply asking us how things at home are or how work is going, goes a long way in making us feel comfortable in sharing the stresses and bumps in the road we may be experiencing. To those who have been active in caring about our lives and helping us in every way that they can, I have to give the most sincere thank you. I think I speak for my fellow classmates when I say I could not be more grateful for the support system here and outside of the school that has enabled us to accomplish our goals. To my own family here with us today, thank you for always being there for me, and also for mailing me candy every time I tell you I'm stressed out. I'd also like to extend an early Happy Mother's Day and thank you all for your continuous love and support. The most important thank you I want to offer today is to the graduates here and myself. A simple reminder that you are able to do this for yourself and succeed. Thank yourself for this experience and the hard work you put into this. Thank yourself for the early mornings and sleepless nights, for the dedication you put into bettering yourself and the millions of doors you've opened for your future. I have an insane amount of people I could thank, but I have to remind myself to thank myself for taking care of my physical and mental health and putting in the effort to thrive in a place I originally did not think was for me. I did not have to fit a cookie cutter mold to succeed here. I simply had to truly be myself as an individual. I hope everyone graduating here feels the same, and I encourage you to be kind to yourself and grateful for your own unique abilities. Because of the amazing opportunities Woodbury University has given us, we don't need to get ready for the real world. The real world needs to get ready for us. Thank you.
Well, that was a tremendous speech. Thank you, Madeline. Let us again acknowledge the stern remarks of our student speaker and give her another round of applause. It is now my pleasure to introduce you to today's speaker, Mr. Fritz Coleman. Fritz Coleman is NBC4's beloved weathercaster for the NBC4 News at 5 p.m. and 11 p.m. He joined NBC4 in 1982 as the weekend weathercaster and 2 years later moved to weekdays, where he has been part of the longest-running evening news team with legendary journalists Chuck Henry, Colleen Williams, and Fred Rogan. A Southern California broadcasting icon, he is renowned in the region for his extensive knowledge of weather, his sense of humor, and gracious personality. And by the way, he brought us this great weather here today. Please welcome Mr. Fritz Coleman to the podium to deliver the graduation address.
Good morning to you. My heart is full for you. I'm so honored to be part of your special day today. I've lived in the San Fernando Valley for 35 years. This is my first time to visit your gorgeous campus. This is a beautiful 22 acres. My son lives right down the street, right down Glen Oaks in the Cabrinis. So I felt your presence. I've just never been here. And it's obvious that Woodbury University has brought a higher caliber of higher education to the 818 area code. This is the second time that I've delivered a commencement address. The first time was at a slightly less stellar institution. I don't want to mention the name of it because there could be some graduates here. They Xeroxed their diplomas and they presented me with an honorary doctorate in getting safely back to my car. So this is a much better situation. I've known the reputation of Woodbury for a long time. I mean, I think it's the second oldest university in Los Angeles and one of the first universities west of the Mississippi to accept women. So you have, yes, and you have an amazing reputation. But I want to address the elephant in the room right off the bat. I can hear your parents thinking, we spent all this money for 4 years. They give us a weatherman on graduation? Really? They couldn't find an Uber driver? The pit boss at the Commerce Casino was busy today? What biblical wisdom will the aging weather guesser impart to my child on graduation day? Oh, I know. Maybe he's going to forecast all the graduates' futures using his Doppler radar. We're so lucky. Right. Well, I'm not here today to talk about my career as a weatherman. I just want to talk to you about the aspects of my life that bring me my greatest joy, the things I do that give my life purpose. And as I like to say, the things that massage my soul, and that is public service. In the personal satisfaction arena, being of service to other people, to me, is far more satisfying than being inaccurate about the weather 4 out of 5 days a week. I can put my head down on the pillow at night and sleep the sleep of angels. I just want to suggest to you today, as you start your careers, whatever wonderful professional success you accomplish, when you look back on your life, those moments when you have shared your gifts to make someone else's time on this planet better will be the moments of greatest satisfaction for you. And I hope you learn at this early point in your working life that when you give your gifts, it is truly a gift. It's a gift from you. It's the gift of you. It's a gift that will reward you repeatedly until the end of your life. I can promise you that. Say your goal in life is to make a lot of money. That's a good goal. Making a lot of money is what drives the American economy. My best friends in life Their entire mission is the acquisition of wealth. It's what gets them out of bed in the morning. They play the stock market, they flip houses, they invest in hedge funds. But as always happens with matters concerning money, there is the inevitable downtime. The time when things go south due to circumstances beyond your control, due to the various market forces. And I hate when that happens because then my friends are miserable because so much of who they are is tied up in what they have and tied up in what they're trying to get. Before they had money, they obsessed with getting it. And then after they had more money than they'll ever need, they obsessed about keeping it. So there isn't a time in their life when they're not suffering at least a little low-grade paranoia about money. But if you save just a little of yourself to lift someone else up, at the end of your journey, you will have accumulated a far greater wealth, a wealth that is not subject to market forces. And you will become, I promise you, a whole person. Now, full disclosure, I did not become a whole person until I became a parent. I'm in a very narcissistic profession. People in performance-oriented professions are narcissists. We spend the whole day going, hello, time to look at me, me, me. My job doing the weather is putting on a nice suit, standing in front of a green screen at 5 and 11 o'clock, aiming toward the camera Monday through Friday, going, okay, everybody, let's look at Fritz. Time to look at Fritz. Until I became a parent. And for the first time in my life, I was forced to get out of my own head, forced to focus my energy outward toward the care and safety of another human being. Oh my God, I'm responsible for another person. What am I going to do now? I'm going to become a whole person. That's what happened to me. I suddenly cared more about everything. I cared more about the environment. I cared more about the political leadership in our country. I cared more about the general welfare of the community in which I lived because I wanted the future to be bright for those in my care. And then I had an even greater revelation. Over and above my own children, I felt the same fulfillment when I got out of my own head, focused my energy outward into the care and comfort of any other human being on the planet that was not me. It was the most emotionally healthy thing I ever did for myself. I gave myself a gift, and it made me a whole person. Please do that for yourself. The greatest artist of the 20th century, Pablo Picasso, said this: the meaning of life is to find your gift, but the purpose of life is to give it away. Now, in order for you to want to give your gift away to other people, you have to feel connected to other people. You have to understand that you are the same as other people. We are all the same. We have the same hopes and dreams. We have the same needs and desires. I am you and you are me, and we are all together, as John Lennon said. If I do something for you, in a metaphysical sense, I'm doing something for myself. That's the way humanity is supposed to work. But these days, we seem to drift away from that philosophy because these days we're in this dark, tribal time. We're too entrenched in our own thoughts and our own ways of doing things. Our identity has become less about who we are and more about how we are not like them. And I think what drives this tribalism is social media. Social media drives everything. Social media drives culture. Social media drives politics. Thanks to social media, it won't be long now before we're playing Hail to the Chief to President Kardashian. Everybody should stand right now. And it's true that social media was designed to give everybody a chance to be heard. But the problem is, in this tribal time, it's more important for you to listen to what I have to say than it is for me to be quiet and listen to what you have to say. Because if I have to be quiet and listen to what you have to say, I might have to admit that your opinion is as valid as mine. And if I have to admit that your opinion is as valid as mine, my head's going to explode. And this tribalism's worked its way into every aspect of our lives, into our family relationships, into our work relationships. We're banging heads with people we love. We're boxing with people in our family because we're so stubborn and entrenched in our own way of doing things. We need to shut up and listen. And I'm saying that in the context of what I'm talking about today, because if you think about it, listening is being of service. If you give someone your undivided attention, if you listen to them and really hear them, you're validating their existence. You're making them feel like the family of man. And it's so important to make somebody feel the same as you feel. And I don't mean on social media. I mean in person. You sit a person down, you have eye contact with them, you let them see your nonverbal cues in response to what they're saying, and at the end you shake their hand or have a hug, and you have both have given one another a gift. Find the oldest person in your family, sit them down and say, please tell me your story. Find the oldest person in the neighborhood, a senior who doesn't get out of the house, doesn't interact with neighbors as much as you do. Sit them down and say, I know this is odd, but I'm very interested in having you tell me your story. Find an outlier at work, somebody who's less likely to engage socially than you are. Say, you and I pass one another at the coffee machine every day. It's ridiculous. I know nothing about you. Sit down. I'll tell you about you. You tell me about me. And at the end, you both will have exchanged a gift. And I don't mean on the internet. I mean in person. The internet is false connection between people. The internet, you can create a false mythology about yourself, say whatever you want. And you can be so cruel on the internet. People can be so cruel on the internet because they have the cover of anonymity. Well, in my opinion, it takes no guts to be cruel anonymously. If you're not brave enough to own your own opinion, you shouldn't have an opinion. And again, I say that in the context of what we're talking about because I'll tell you what is brave. Being of service anonymously. Find a person or a group with a need, share your gifts to lift them up, to lighten their load, to ease their burden, and don't reveal your identity. Don't tell your family or friends you're doing it. And then it becomes this wonderful cosmic connection between you and the universe, between you and your maker. And you'll find yourself smiling to yourself throughout the day because only you know. A writer in the early 20th century, he wrote in the 1920s, he was a writer of periodicals and a cartoonist. His name was Frank A. Clark, and he said these words: real generosity is doing something for someone who will never find out. Hold that thought. So as you start your beautiful lives today, as Woodbury University launches you into your future like the t-shirt cannon at a Beyonce concert, as you begin your quest for global fame and disgusting wealth, give yourself a gift. Give your gift to somebody else, and you will be a whole person. Find a passion, the environment, poverty, homelessness, at-risk children, victims of domestic violence. Find an organization that speaks to your interests. The American Red Cross, American Cancer Society, American Diabetes Association, Asthma and Allergy Foundation. Do something. You don't have to do everything. Just do something. Do whatever you can spare within the context of the responsibilities of your family. And when you get to my age, which is old, when you have more time in back of you than you have in front of you, you spend a lot of time reflecting on how you've spent your time on this planet. And I promise you that whatever you have shared to make your fellow man better will be the moments of your greatest fulfillment looking back on it. And here's a secret before I go. When you are successful at being of service, you magically become more successful in the rest of your career. I humbly tell you, I have been the victim of that philosophy. I give 30 to 40% of my hours during any given week to what I call community outreach work. It's my great joy. And magically, this has allowed me to begin my 37th year making a very comfortable living being a weatherman in a town with no weather. It works. God bless you. My heart is full for you. Now go out there and save us from ourselves.
Thank you, Mr. Coleman. Please join me in thanking our speaker for his excellent remarks again. I would now like to bring our Chair of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Greg Lippy, to the podium for the presentation of an honorary degree.
I'm almost afraid to say anything now. Born in Bryn Mawr, Pennsylvania, Fritz Coleman attended Salem College in West Virginia and Temple University in Philadelphia, where he studied radio, television, and film. He proudly served his country in the United States Navy. Coleman has been named Best Weathercaster in nearly every major newspaper in Southern California. From 2009 to 2011, he also did the weekday weather for San Diego's NBC affiliate, KNSD. In addition to his celebrated broadcast career, Fritz Coleman is well known for giving his time to numerous charitable activities, which I think we now know. And he hosts hundreds of local events to raise awareness for services that benefit underserved communities. His involvement in NBC4's Goodwill initiatives has been the foundation to the success of the station's community outreach, including Fritz's Holiday Lights, which spotlight festive neighborhoods lit up for the holiday season. His role in NBC4's Help for the Hungry helps raise awareness about families in need during the holidays. He's also featured as a proud example of the rewards of giving time with NBC4's signature community program, I Am a Volunteer. His community work has been recognized by hundreds of prominent organizations, including a humanitarian award from the United States House of Representatives for his work with the American Red Cross, as well as honors from the Salvation Army, Shelter Partnership, and others. Now here's something you didn't know. A longtime stand-up comedian who regards Bob Hope and Johnny Carson as heroes, Fritz Coleman has done stand-up for decades at local comedy clubs. He has appeared several times on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson and Jimmy Fallon. He had a number of series and specials that aired on NBC4, including What a Week, It's Fritz, Fritz and Friends, and The Perils of Parenting. He earned 4 Los Angeles area Emmy Awards for his work. He's an avid runner, rollerblader, and skier. He lives in the San Fernando Valley. He has 3 children and 2 grandchildren. President Steele, it is my distinct pleasure to present Mr. Fritz Coleman for the honorary degree of Doctor of Public Service.
Thank you so much.
By the authority vested in me by the bylaws of Woodbury University and the approval of this designation by the Woodbury University Board of Trustees, I am pleased to confer upon you, Fritz Coleman, the honorary degree, Doctor of Public Service. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Coleman.
Oh, I know. I'll just
Okay, I supposedly know how to do this. Okay, here we go.
go.
Yeah, grab this. Great. Now I would like to bring Trustee Ed Spiegel to the podium for the presentation of an honorary degree to Chair Greg Lippy.
It's a real pleasure to read the citation from my good friend, Greg Lippy. Greg graduated from Woodbury in 1967. Yeah, I have old friends. He graduated with a degree in accounting, and he's kept ties with the university ever since, including currently serving as both chairman of the board of the Board of Trustees and of the Business School Advisory Board. Greg has served on the boards of a variety of civic and business organizations, including the boards of Habitat for Humanity, the Los Angeles Fire and Police Pension Board, the California State Board of Pharmacy, the Los Angeles Community Redevelopment Agency, and the Encino Tarzana Hospital Charitable Foundation, the board of Valpac, and the board of First Commerce Bank. In 2007, the California Chamber of Commerce recognized Greg as a Small Business Advocate of the Year. He has also been honored by the San Fernando Valley Business Journal a number of times, including being named as one of the top 25 CPAs in the Valley in 2002 and 2007. He also received a Community Service Award from the Valley Industry and Commerce Association in 2012 and as recipient of the Harmon Valley Community Service Award. He was also the recipient of the Hammer of Hope Award from Habitat for Humanity in 2011. Greg is accompanied here today by his wife, his 2 sons, and his daughter-in-law. He and his wife, Barbara, live in the San Fernando Valley. President Steele, it is my distinct honor to present Greg Lippy for the honorary degree of Doctor of Public Service.
By the authority vested in me by the bylaws of Woodbury University and the approval of this designation by the Woodbury University Board of Trustees, I am pleased to confer upon you, Greg Lippy, the honorary degree, Doctor of Public Service. Please join me again in congratulating Dr. Lippy. Now I'd like to call Randy Stofford to the podium.
At this time, the departmental honors for the class of 2019 will be presented. Departmental honors are bestowed upon those completing their degrees this semester. They have achieved the highest scholastic record in their major. When your name is called, please come to the left side of the stage. Please join me in congratulating these students. Will the candidates who receive the departmental honors and awards please come forward? For accounting, there are three. Christina Babikian, Prenny Parsegian, and Anita Karapetian. For animation, Megan Emily Pinkston. For architecture, Mohammed Abdul Hassan. For communication, Laura Gutierrez Rojas. For fashion design, Amber Rose Luke. For fashion marketing, Tuan De Nguyen. For filmmaking, Brian Michael McDevitt Jr. For game art and design, Rafiq Rafi Vardanian. For graphic design, Ashley Lowe. For interdisciplinary studies, Madeline Rain Andrew. For interior architecture, Christian James Esparza. For leadership, Gladys Castro. For management, Sarin Justin Hu. For marketing, Maria Elena Kachatrian. For media technology, Matthew Elias Gonzalez. For political science, Gigi Gohar Manukian. And lastly, for psychology, Shushan Susan Okhtanian. Let's give them all another round of applause. President Steele and Deans, it is my honor and pleasure today to present candidates in our graduate programs. In addition to receiving their certificates today, they received a hood designating the area of study by the color of the velvet and the graduate degree granting institution by the color of the satin. As I call each degree program, please rise and remain standing until everyone receiving a master's degree is called. Will the candidates for the degree Master of Architecture please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Arts please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Business Administration please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Interior Architecture please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Science in Architecture please rise and remain standing? And lastly, will the candidates for the degree Master of Science in Real Estate Development for Architects please rise? I will ask David Steele to now come to the podium.
Candidates for graduation, Woodbury University will now confer your master's degree. Upon the recommendation of the faculty to the Board of Trustees, and by its mandate, I confer upon you the master's degree in your discipline with all the rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Congratulations to all of you.
I would now like to invite Dean Ingelil Walrus Ritter, Dean of the School of Architecture, and her department chairs to join her on stage in awarding the master degrees.
Gerald Chirgozi Osuagwu. Sorab Pak. Danila Shuranov.
Michael Joseph Anantopoulos. Joan Elizabeth Hunter.
Anusha Shah. Genesis Lee.
I invite to the stage, or to the podium, Dr. Joan Marquez, Dean of the School of Business, and her department chairs to join her in awarding the master's degrees.
Tamar Tufenkajian. Narine Asaturi. Garine Asaturi. Vanohi Atanasian. Evelina Gali Pagosian. Congratulations. Rafai Amrazian. Congratulations. Brian C. Stoffer. Congratulations. Adita Muradian. Diana Zeragian. Congratulations. Lucy Lucine Cheknayan. Congratulations. Manhe Bagratian. Congratulations. Serene Tahmazian. Congratulations. Mallory Maggie Kuroa. Congratulations. Oscar Barsena. Congratulations. Sarah Obaidi Mongi. Congratulations. Jennifer Stephanie Valsaquez. Congratulations. Nicole Barksalniar. Congratulations. Armash Razarian. Congratulations. Hello. Larissa Babakhanian. Congratulations. Stephanie Melissa Romero. Congratulations. Kelly Marie Bren. Congratulations. Hello. Mine S. Petrosian. Congratulations. Julia Marie Anderson. Congratulations. Karina Del Carmen Sanchez. Congratulations. Danica Molina Fonseca. Congratulations. Chisen Heng. Congratulations. Joel Castellon. Kevin Nicholas Concepcion. Congratulations. Vartan Boranian. Congratulations. Timothy Duke Bates. Congratulations. Gerard Michael Norris. Congratulations. Aslan Torasian, Diran Ohanian, Moaz Osma Abuzindah. Congratulations. Jordan Sumbu. Congratulations. Fariel Nafia Almotri. Roa Nasir Akil. Congratulations. Hanan Suleiman Al Marwani. Congratulations.
And now I invite Dr. Ruben Ellis of the College of Liberal Arts and his chair, Eric Schachman, to award the master's degrees. Okay. It is my honor to acknowledge those undergraduates who are graduating with honors as signified by the twin gold cords. I will ask each of the groups to stand so we can pay tribute. Graduating cum laude requires a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 to 3.69. Graduates with honors, with the honor cum laude, please stand for our salute. Graduating magna cum laude requires a cumulative grade point average of 3.7 to 3.89. Graduates with the honor magna cum laude, please stand for our salute. Graduating summa cum laude requires a cumulative grade point average of 3.9 to 4.0. Graduates with the honor summa cum laude, please stand for our salute. Okay, so please remain standing as I call out the degrees to be conferred. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Architecture please rise? Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts please rise? Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Business Administration please rise? Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Fine Arts please rise? And finally, will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science please rise and remain standing? Now I'll ask David to come up and confer the degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty to the Board of Trustees and by its mandate, I confer upon you the baccalaureate degree in your discipline with all the rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Congratulations.
I invite Ms. Ingela Walrus-Ritter, Dean of the School of Architecture, and her department chairs to join her on stage in awarding the degrees.
All right, we'll just go like this.
Noor Jahan Begum. Keep going. Brian Timothy Considine. Priscilla Rose Romero. Peter A. Martinez. Mohammed Abdul Hassan, magna cum laude. Andrew Lewis Fairchild. Sahil Sataz. Zaki Zhu. Hanju Wu. Farzan Javaharchi. Right. Grant Weston Molstad. Eduardo Alfonso Morales. Hanchi Lee. Benedict Tenedo Gopez. Austin Min Dot Dang. Stephanie Ariana Sandoval. Christy Elaine Hernandez. Aloysius Dominique Ballon Cruz. Carlos Antonio Lozano. Fausto Emmanuel Funes. Dana Renee Seaman.
Daniela Hooligan Bangora. Derek Cameron Hatch. Abelino Martin Gregorio Carlio. Barry James Edward Davis.
Cynthia Nirinkwaya. Mariana Amazuka. Mao King Lee. Mario Daniel Arana, cum laude. Peter Iskander. Luis Jaime Perez. Thank you. Daniel Pina Sosa, cum laude. Donjin Chen. Ki Kin Tang. Elmer Mauricio Valadares. Clement Onelian Pentier. Suhail Bu Melan, cum laude. How you doing? Randall Scott Scoville. Sabine Arslanian. Michelle Martin. Sona Sarkurian. Hello. Eric Estuardo Hernandez. Ramiro Antonio Guerido.
Gabriel Enrique Teyaeche. I know yours. Giovanni Herman. Natalie Berber. Shannon Lynn Meehan. Natalia Julieta Romero. Estefany Gonzalez Cepeda, cum laude. Zachary Thomas Overby.
Luis Diego Garcia, cum laude. Zhen Wei. Giuseppe Santiago Garcia. Robert James Betancourt. Jonathan Gonzalez Alcantara, cum laude. Zi Ling Wang. Christian Alexander Garcia. Christian Casablanco. Benjamin Paul Garcia.
Bennett Cariaga. Jasmine Mangona. Christian Esparza. Sabrina Rodriguez. Bella Xu. Lala Minasians. Hind Hatar. Justin Jacobson. And Emma Mino.
And now I'd like to invite Dr. Joan Marquez and her chairs to award the degrees.
All right, for fashion marketing. Mila Santos. Shelby Elizabeth Hay. Evelyn Galieso. Mia Sai, magna cum laude. Tuan Nguyen, magna cum laude. Samantha McDougall. Maria Cachatarian, magna cum laude. Alan David Martinez.
Christina Babikian, summa cum laude. Margarita Duroian, magna cum laude. Avita Tregalstian, cum laude. Preni Barsegian, summa cum laude. Anita Karapetian, summa cum laude. Anna Avetisian, summa cum laude.
Roxandra Georgiana Vadilis.
For fashion marketing, Faina Daniela. For marketing, Maria Jerzazian.
Saad Mohammed Aldasari.
Catalina Rodriguez, marketing. Ahmed Basit Shakhan, cum laude. Shiraz Layami, marketing. Amadou Jajid Abakmi.
Mariam Sami Akil. Mansoor Nasser Akil.
Mishari Sali Al Hassan.
Mashari Ghazi Al Shamari. Elizabeth Herber. Christina Nalbandian. Arman Parsamian. Hanbin San. Matthew Takla. Zhu Chen Chuang. Zifan Ma. Billy Bo Chaman Fan Nich. I'm sorry. That was long. Huh? When?
Carpus Greg Petrosian. Masari Muhammad Almatari. Michael Sororian. Ajula Jaman Zaharian.
Zachary Edward Monroe. Julia Marie Ayler. Sarin Justine Ha, magna cum laude.
Now I would like to invite Sue Vicella, Dean of the School of Media, Culture, and Design, and her chairs to award the degrees.
Oh. Jean-Louis Paramel.
How did that happen?
I don't know. I didn't touch it. Kyla Gian Mercado. Nicole Dawn Williams. Sarah Fisher. Andrew Miguel Goita Archilla. Hannah Teresa Pangan Garcia. Denise Caro. Lindsay Nicole Usan. Jada Mackenzie Kurian. Melissa Chavez. Megan Emily Pinkston, magna cum laude. Angelica Leona Kress. Parbu Rajaganapathy, cum laude. Yahashwe Igar. Hi. Taylor McKay Kowalczyk, cum laude. Maria Azela Ordonez. Jocelyn Naves, cum laude. Cynthia Roman, cum laude. Rachel Samoya, magna cum laude. Julissa Padilla, cum laude. Malak Radwan. Rima bin Sheikh. Lubda Abidin.
Omar K. Abdul Jawad. Reem Abed Al-Samili. Rima Abdullah Al-Dalawi.
Paul John Fleming. Smaher S. Al-Harbi. Laura M. Gutierrez Rojas. Presley Page Miller. Magna cum laude. Andrew Sears Caldwell. Stephanie Amanda Sahatian. Elizabeth Lauren Petkas. Dulcie Mio Yamanaka. Ayaka Takahashi. Mohammed Abdulaziz Al Hassan.
Fashion Design Department. Chelsea Melissa Buttress. Joelle Alexandra Hayek. Kitoro Jones. Tina Mazumi Stevens. Amber Rose Luke, cum laude.
Riley Walsh. And Dakota Ann Kudra. Thank you. Wafa Jafal. Joseph M. Fry. William Russell Butler. Congratulations. John Conroy. Congratulations. Edgar Gagosian. Now, magna cum laude. Ali Asalam, cum laude. Alex Corson, cum laude. Congratulations. Francois Malad Albatar. Congratulations. Lake Peterson, cum laude. Isabel Elvira.
Bachelor of Fine Arts, Game Art and Design. Cameron Marcus Williams, cum laude. See you later. Rafiq Rafi Vardanyan, magna cum laude. Well done. Jonathan Glenn Harder.
For graphic design, Ashley Elizabeth McFadden, magna cum laude. Teresa Arshakian. Vartuhi Tashian, magna cum laude. Alex Roger. Oh, Roger. I'm sorry. Adam Ramirez. Bayan Samir Saib. Angelica Alatorre, magna cum laude. Galia Garabian, cum laude. You're here. Angela Andronakian. Ibrahim Al-Faridi, cum laude. Sabrina Dow, cum laude. Franco Lima. Samantha Debora, magna cum laude. Christine Frances Bailey. Andrew Alexander Lockhart, cum laude. Ashley Lowe, magna summa cum laude.
Bachelor of Science in Media Technology, Matthew Elias Gonzalez, cum laude.
Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, Narina Sarkanian, cum laude. Arine Bazik, cum laude. Shishan Oktanian, magna cum laude. Crystal Denise Sims.
Now I'd like to invite Dr. Reuben Ellis, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts, and his chairs to give the awards.
For interdisciplinary studies, Madeline Rain Andrew, magna cum laude. Nicole Ashley Greenwood. Nicholas Alexander Traver. Lorenzo M. Antonio, cum laude. Andy Alejandro Baradas. Crystal Susie Ozonian, magna cum laude. Diana Kadoyan, cum laude.
For the Bachelor of Arts in Leadership, Theodore Higgins, cum laude. All right. For the degree in Political Science, Gigi Gohar Makana, summa cum laude. Congratulations.
Bachelor of Arts in Professional Writing, Tanya Sizlian.
Okay, at this time, I would like to recognize Mr. Rick Heitzman, that's the animation department. Rick taught in animation. He's a retired faculty member who has been awarded the emeritus status. Please join me in congratulating him. And now it is my pleasure to introduce you to Mr. Matt Roman, a recent graduate and a trustee.
First and foremost, congratulations to the class of 2019. As a proud alumnus of this university, I want to be the first to welcome you all to the Alumni Association. Just as you were dedicated to your studies, I encourage you to remain dedicated just by staying connected as a part of the Woodbury University family. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter, like us on Facebook, and join the Woodbury Alumni Group on LinkedIn. Best of luck on your future, and with that, I will turn it over to President Still. Thank you.
We've almost completed our ceremony for today. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the many family members and friends that are here today and have supported our graduates in so many ways. Graduates, let's give them a great hand of applause. Faculty, I would like you to stand. Let's applause and appreciation for their dedication to the academic mission of this institution. Staff and administrators, I would also ask you to stand, whether behind the scenes or still visible. Let us show our appreciation with a round of applause. Graduates, I urge you to become ambassadors for a university and to spread the word of the great education you received at this institution. It is now my pleasure to bring to the stage our Mace Bears, Anita Karapenian, Christina Babikian, Preni Barsegian, all graduates of the School of Business, and Gigi Manukian, a graduate of the College of Liberal Arts. All four of these students are the recipients of this year's Dora E. Kirby Award. They have the highest grade point average in this year's graduation class. Please join me in congratulating them. I also invite Bennett Caraga, an interior architecture graduate, and the student body president to the stage. Mr. Caraga will now have the honor of conducting the tassel turn. Just a sideline, I worked with Bennett very closely this last year as president of the Associated Students, and it was really a pleasure working with him. As for final exit instructions, our mace bearers will lead the stage party and the faculty out. Graduates, please remain in your seats until the faculty and stage party have cleared the area. Bennett?
Aloha! While this marks the end of our time together, it marks the beginning of a whole new chapter in our lives. No matter where our journeys take us, we will always be united as Woodbury University alumni, and we will never forget the lessons and memories our university has bestowed upon us. Move into your futures with honor, grace, and excellence as a proud member of the alumni ranks. I would like to ask the class of 2019 to please stand. It is with great honor that I ask the class of 2019 to please join me in the ceremonial turning of your tassel from the right to your left. Congratulations! The graduation ceremonies for the class of 2019 have now concluded. Thank you so much for your time, guys.